Hey there guys, it's controversial. Now, I just wanted to react to this video as opposed to making some boring long, some boring video about it. So I decided to react and then to critique what he's saying. So Steve Harvey is basically trying to warn Africans about coming to America, but essentially like I'm gonna talk about his comments about Africa and about especially South Africa because he recently did a show on Family Feud in South Africa, and so I'm basically directing this at South Africa. But anyway, let's just go.
Welcome to Candid Africa, truthful and unapologetic.
You know, I'm trying, like all the young Africans want to come to America.
Which is true because America is the land of opportunity. That's what everyone knows America for. So I don't know what's the problem with that. But anyway.
But I tell them, I said, look, man, you sure? You sure you want to come over here and be in this?
Yes, I'm sure they are sure. You cannot just make a baseless claim like that.
This ain't what you think it is. See, when I'm in Ghana or South Africa and I get stopped by the police, guess what I get? I get a warning, I get a ticket, or I give them $100 and I drive off.
I mean, honestly speaking, Steve Harvey is a celebrity and whatnot. So if the cops stop him, it's going to be like, wow, it's Steve Harvey. So he's not really going to get mistreated or racially profiled. He's a celebrity and he's worth millions. I mean, let's just carry on.
And I got $100. So chances are, I ain't got a ticket yet. Be speeding my ass off.
And honestly speaking, it's not like all South Africans have, or even Americans that honestly have $100 to give each and every cop that stops them. So basically, he just admitted to bribing police, which is pretty common in Africa and South Africa specifically. If you want to if you want to get yourself out of a corrupt cop's ticket, you best be paying money.
I've never, since I've been over there, saw on the news or nothing that somebody got pulled over by the police and got shot. They don't shoot you in Africa. I said, man, y'all sure y'all want to come over here? Because you all don't understand that. And then when you're in South Africa, you hear about the difference between the blacks and the coloreds. I said, well, let me help you out with that. You come to America, your ass is black. You can call them coloreds over here if you want to, and you can call them black. But you come to you.
Well, I mean, that is true. That is true. But like for the sake of colored people, I don't know why colored people want to be so different or so diversely removed from black people when colored people in South Africa live the same as black people, or if not the same, they live better. Like it depends on who you talk to, and it depends on where you go. Because listen, these days South Africa has a certain level of equality, and there's white people living in squatter camps now. There's colored people. Colored people have been living in squatter camps too, just like black people. Like racial segregation has really plagued the colored and the black community to a point of where now it's common to see colored people and black people in like in squatter camps and in poverty. It's like the same. I don't know why they want to consider themselves different.
United States, your ass is fitting to be black. So you sure you want to come over here? I think it's more beneficial for us to go home. See, this is how I describe it.
Honestly speaking, that is a stupid claim. Like, Steve Harvey is a goober, and I wish people would know this about him. Like, his opinion doesn't really matter that much because he's a rich and successful and talented celebrity. Everywhere Steve Harvey goes is going to be Steve Harvey. Like, people who even barely speak English know of Steve Harvey because Steve Harvey has a rich history of shows, and whatever he's done so much in Hollywood, and he's done so much shows that get world renownedly recognized. And then his opinion doesn't really matter that much, and it's very one-sided and biased. But anyway,
America's my home. This is my home. My children are here, my grandchildren are here, a lot of my business is here. But Africa is my homeland. Me going to Africa is like going to a place called home that I've never been. When you land in Africa, you immediately feel good, don't you?
Yeah, it was good vibes.
Dog, it's crazy.
These are rich ignorant Americans. Like like because if you're a millionaire who goes to any third world country, you're gonna live well. That's the thing people must understand about rich people, specifically celebrities. Even if you're rich, like if you go to the most third world country or the most poorest country, there's gonna be a certain place for rich people. And Steve Harvey strikes me as the person who's only been to the rich side of Africa. He hasn't spoken about a lot of issues that plague South Africa. And honestly speaking, this whole argument is naive. Of course, so many young South Africans and Africans would like to leave. It's a place called the land of opportunity, and this whole narrative of cops stopping black people and shooting black people, like this only happens. Like I don't know how common it is. Like I'll have to check how common it is, but like honestly speaking, it's something something that you don't even hear in the something that you don't even hear about in the news these days anymore. And like for example, like just the whole cop and then the whole racial tension thing. Honestly speaking, black people receive racial tension everywhere. I wish black people, and I wish everyone would know this, black people receive racial tension everywhere we go, or everywhere. Let me just talk in third person. Black people experience racism everywhere they go. It's part of being black, honestly speaking. It's a huge part of being black, is having unnecessary racial tension put on you when you're just trying to live your life. I've experienced many times, believe me. But anyway.
Because you home. Dog, this where you from. Your feet belong on this soil. We was ripped from there. So when I go to Africa, man, it's the place I get to walk around and I'm good all the time. Cause the majority of the people look just like me. Everywhere I go. And that's a warm feeling, man. And if I could take what we've learned over here as African Americans and share that with them and empower them, that becomes great. But I think what people don't understand is how rich of a continent Africa really is.
Did you like or hate what you heard?
Anyway, guys, I'm really disappointed in Steve Harvey for this interview. I cannot find a full thing of the interview, but honestly speaking, he didn't really touch upon a lot of the issues that Africans or specifically South Africans. Let me talk about South Africans, because he didn't touch upon the high crime rate. He didn't touch upon the high unemployment rate or the high youth unemployment rate. Like things are Africans are struggling in South Africa. There are so many Africans who would like to travel the world to look for a better life. Some of them would like to go to Japan, some of them would like to go to Korea, some of them would like to go to America. And you see, it's this whole narrative of America is this flawless country that you can go to become rich and then live like a millionaire or be a billionaire. That's not the case. Like because honestly speaking, if you take into consideration some of the issues that Africans have to face, there are Africans living in war-torn countries who don't want to live in war-torn countries anymore. There's so many things happening in these African countries, and he's trying to warn people about coming to America. He is a goober, honestly. He sits there smoking his cigar with these tinted shades there, looking like a black kingpin. And then he's telling people, and he's trying to warn Africans not to come to America. Of course, there'll be so many Africans who'd want to come to America, who'd want to leave the world, maybe go to the UK, maybe go to Europe, maybe go to wherever. Honestly speaking, the best thing that Steve Harvey could have done is just warned. And that's the thing. Like, it's as if people have the opportunities anyway. Because I would love to leave this country. I would love to leave South Africa. There are no opportunities here for young men and young people. And this dude is sitting over here telling me that is warning essentially Africans about coming to America. And then now he's and now he's spewing propaganda about America that most of the time isn't even really true. Like, he's rich, he's a celebrity, so if he goes anywhere, he's not gonna live he's not gonna live a basic standard of life that everyone else is living. He's rich and his family is rich. So honestly speaking, I was really disappointed at this interview, and I've lost respect for Steve Harvey. Like in this 2 minutes, like I don't understand how he can say such things, and everyone in the comments is agreeing with him for some reason. This was beautiful. Like, listen, I honestly can say that most of the people in the comment section live in America, or Americans. Like oh yeah, they probably live in America. Maybe they're not Americans, but they live in America. And even like, if you live in America, you are privileged. There's geographical privilege. If you live in America, just know that you're privileged, more privileged than almost 99% of the world. Like, for example, like when Americans complain about America, it doesn't really help because everyone's trying to get to America and you're telling that you're trying to leave. If it's the land of opportunity, that means that you just need to look for your own opportunities. Honestly speaking, I am going to leave South Africa even if it kills me. That's my 2 cents. I am going to leave this country even if it kills me. Whatever I need to do, I will do it to get out of this country. And honestly speaking, people like Steve Harvey are not gonna stop me or gaslight me into not leaving. Because honestly, South Africa is a dying country. Like, if you check my video about unemployment, you'll see. But honestly speaking, people, this is insane. I can't believe he said this. Like, I'll try and look for the whole interview, maybe make a part two to give context. But honestly, just in these 2 minutes, like, if South Africans had to watch this, they would probably cancel Steve Harvey for this. And honestly speaking, I am utterly disgusted at what he said. Warning, and you're telling me that, so you're telling me that all black people are victims of getting shot by the police, or and he admitted to bribing police. Like, for example, you can't bribe police in the US. What is he even talking about? But anyway, anyway, guys, like, this is controversial signing off saying I want to go to America. I want to leave South Africa. I want to travel the world. I want to do so many different things for my life. And people like Steve Harvey are not gonna stop me. Like, propaganda spews are not gonna stop me. Steve Harvey strikes me as the type of person who would who would spread fake news and then apologize about it later because he thought it was true. Anyway, guys, this is controversial signing off. I'll see all of you guys next video. Hey, goodbye.